Alrighty, welcome back. It's video three. It is round 14 tips for the NRL. What an absolutely fantastic round. Only three rounds with the three teams with the bye this week. Starting off with my favorite game of the match, of the round. Jeez, I can't even speak. It is Tigers versus Raiders. Just trying to bring it up here. Appy's been named. Hudson Young's been named. Appy played a full game. Hudson Young played 31 minutes. They are the only two players from Origin. Um, Seb Chris was named early in the week. Harley Smith Shields has come in at fullback for the Raiders. Albert Hopewadi moves into the centres because Jared Croker's been rested, so he can pay his 300 at home. Big respect for that. Massive respect for the Raiders and Ricky for that. Nick Kotrick back onto the wing. Um, yeah, I think we are looking good across the back line. Junior Tupou, like all the same players. No one's not been named. I think Appy plays limited minutes. He'll probably play the start and sort of get the Tigers on the front foot. And I think Jake Simpkin will play big minutes. Alex Seyfarth has come into the side. I think Atta Mariotta comes in the side for the Raiders because Corey Harawira Joe Tarpany back to lock, and Corey Horsburgh still playing on the edge there. Played fantastic last week. Why would you not have him on there? I want to say Tigers scoring 66 points again. I think this is going to be a little bit closer um, than last week. So maybe Tigers by 6 to 8 points. Yeah, that's what I think. At Campbelltown too. Yeah, just every game seeing Tupou, Jareem Buller, just Stafford Toa. Oh, mate, I was so unsure about him at the start, but I'm just loving him now. Warriors versus Dolphins next game up across the park. The matchup's absolutely stacked. Like you think about a young kid like Isaiah Katoa coming up against Sean Johnson. Is he doesn't seem to be overawed by anything. Is he going to be overawed by this occasion? Maybe. Nico Klogstad, Nicarima still at fullback. Hammer seems to be being rested. Asako, Wateni Zalesniak. Um, Wade Egan versus Jeremy Marshall King, the two most underrated hookers in the competition. Adam Faluma Blake versus Jesse Bromwich. Oh, back rowers Jackson Ford and Nia Corey, Kenny Bromwich, Connolly Lemu, Tohu Harris, Ray Stone. This is an absolute matchup. I'm just going to go with the Warriors. Just it's played at Auckland. Just loving what the Warriors are doing this season. They're burning me half the time, but yeah, I will stick with the Warriors for this one. Next game on Saturday, Titans Rabbits. Yeah, looks like a very inexperienced back line. They do get Calm Pereira back. Blake Taft at fullback for South. Obviously, Latrell's still injured. Campbell Graham's been named. Looking through the whole team, big forwards, Totola and Saleh for South. Cameron Murray's been named. I just think, just looking at the back five in particular, I think this is where the Rabbitohs will have the upper hand. So I'm tipping the Rabbitohs to beat the Titans this week. Um, Sharks Broncos. Now this is a very important game. I think more so for the Broncos. Like all their Origin stars have been named. Obviously, Nico Hines played 8 minutes. He's been named. The back five, like you win the game in the forwards, so your possession, your territory, but you need your link up play. Adam Reynolds is playing some absolutely amazing football, and it's a great test for Nico Hines to sort of come up against him and sort of test himself. Um, I just think Broncos need, because they haven't won against anyone else in like the big top four. They're the games that they've been losing this season. This is a very, very important game overall for the Broncos. I think they need to win this one, and I think Kevy will get around them. And I want to back them. I think all the Queensland boys are riding on a high. Like I really think that they can get this done. So yeah, I'm booking the Broncos, backing the Broncos. I'm backing the Broncos this week to get the Sharks in a tight one. All right, on to the early game of Sunday. Three games on Sunday this week. Roosters versus Bulldogs. Now, the Cheese, I'm guessing, is injured. No Brandon Smith. We've got Jake Turpin starting. Looks like he'll be playing hooker. Um, yeah, and Joey Manu at six. Um, we've got Tupo on extended reserves bench. I mean, maybe he's still carrying an injury. You think if he's fit, he'd come straight back into the team. I mean, you got Junior Palgo, and Corey Allen. Yeah, that's a bit of a strange one. And Teddy is straight back in. I don't think he'll miss it. Like where his team's sitting, like front row, Lindsay Collins straight back into the team as well. Starting Jared, obviously. Look, this could go either way. I just don't know here. Like, I'm gonna back the Roosters because the Roosters need are a bit more desperate to win. Like, there's still a lot of inexperience in the Bulldogs, and like they will get wins. They will get wins this season. I just think it's panic button stations for the Roosters, and I feel like it's just going to be a bit more crucial at home as well. Well, actually, no, sorry, they're playing in Gosford. Home game. It's called a home game for the Roosters anyway. 4 o'clock game. Oh, Cowboys versus Storm. Storm obviously looks like all their Origin players have been named. Harry Grant, Cam Munster, all back in the team. Tommy did and didn't get a run as 18th man. Um, they look like they're resting Ruben Cotter, he's on the extended reserves bench, but and Murray Talagi as well, and Val Holmes. So okay, so Melbourne not resting, Cowboys maybe resting. Also on the extended reserves is Jason Tamalolo, so he might be a late change to come back in. Jeremiah Nanai starting on the bench. Jack Jugeski, he played a decent game for them last week. Former Manly player. Yeah, I can't see the Cowboys winning this one at all. Like that's pretty easy. I'm going to take the Storm. Um, then the last game of the round. Sorry, here we go. Oh, look, I want to back the Dragons. Like as I said, like Benny Hunt's playing, all the Panthers players back in. Jack Bird's there. I just like I love what Jacob Little's doing. Ryan Carr has brought his own sort of like spin on what it is. Like I want to tip an upset, and but I'm gonna go for I'm gonna tip the Panthers. But I'm saying I would not be surprised if there's an absolute upset here. Like the Panthers seem to get up for big games, and then obviously you saw the Tigers. I think they got sort of surprised by the Broncos at the start of the season, and the Tigers got them in that wet match out at Bathurst. Yeah, I think the Panthers, but would not be surprised if the good old Dragons do the upset and get the Panthers. So another great round of NRL coming up. Like, hope I can help you with your tips. Thanks for watching. Stick around, subscribe, give it a like, do whatever you need to do. Thanks for tuning in. Say less. Peace out.